Hello everyone, Sam here, and today I want to show off a Wwise project where I used the Wwise sampler and basically transferred my marimba that I use in my DAW into Wwise so that I can utilize MIDI files for a super low memory music system. So I exported all the individual files out of Reaper and then I imported them into Wwise. And I set up various blend containers and random containers. So the first blend container is just marimba. I called it marimba 1. And then I have, as you can see here, I don't have every single pitch lined up for this marimba. I think I chose a perfect fourth to divide these pitches by. Wwise is going to extrapolate and fill in the other pitches for us as long as we set it up correctly. So on each of these child blend containers, you need to set up the MIDI settings in a very specific way. So you have to enable note tracking, make sure this is enabled, and enabled to the pitch of the sample you're giving it. And I have the key range set to work with the other pitches, so everything's nice and even. Inside this blend container is 8 different random containers, and each of these random containers has 4 audio samples in there. Now these numbers here, A5, 2 to 9. One got lost in the iteration process, and I need to rename the files. But this identifies the velocity range. So 9 being the highest velocity hits, and then 2 being the lowest velocity hits. Inside here, I exported 4 different files with each hovering around the velocity point. So if A52 is around, I think it was around 30 cc, these 4 samples hover around that. So some are 28, some are 33, just to give a little bit of randomness at runtime. So each of these samples being triggered are being triggered randomly. So you hear a different performance every time you go through the piece, which is always really fun and is something we should probably utilize if we're designing a runtime system like this. In the blend container, I have the key range set and the pitch tracking set, but the velocity is 0 to 127. In the random container is where I'm handling the velocity filter. So as you can see, as I go up, the various velocity filters. The Marimba Phrases music playlist contains only MIDI files. So all these Wwise Marimba files, they're all MIDI files, so it's super low memory. Be perfect for like a free-to-play type application where you think you're going to be deploying on mobile and memory is going to be an issue. And with these MIDI files, I had to set the exit point and start point, just like you would with any other audio file within Wwise. Let's see if I can find an interesting one. So here you can see that I actually had to design the endpoint because I didn't want too much of a pause, because I wanted the music to feel like it kept going. So I had to find these little cadential points within the MIDI file to get it so they splice together when they're all kind of playing randomly in the music playlist. All right, so I decided to hook up this Wwise project to the Unity carding game. And because we're triggering all these marimba samples via MIDI, we can actually change the speed of the song without changing the speed of the audio sample. So meaning that it's not going to sound all warped and jumbly if we try to speed it up, which gives a lot of interactivity to the music. So I decided to hook up the speed parameter of this music segment to the speed of the cart going around the track. So here's how it sounds. So as you can hear, music starts off slow, but as I speed up, so I hope you enjoyed this little demo of how you can use a Wwise sampler to get more variation, more music at a lower memory footprint, and also showcasing the cool interactive stuff we can do when all of our music is MIDI based. Until next time, hope you have a great day.